Okay, so with the indicators, now we'll be curious. How about the announcement date, okay, or the announcement time, okay? Then we come to the calendar, okay? It's called an economic calendar. Every single country will have a very unique and regularly announced economic calendar, which is very important for investors, okay? So there's a wide range of economic indicators released to the public on a regular basis, or sometimes on an irregular basis, but most likely it will be on a regular basis, okay? And the economic calendar is widely available and free of charge, okay? So it will be coming from the government. So here are a few examples. We have auto and truck sales. The release date, 2nd of the month, okay, with a source generally coming from the Commerce Department and with the website. Business inventories, 15th of the month. Construction spending, 1st business day of the month. Durable good orders, 26th of the month. Factory orders, 1st business day of the month. Gross domestic product, 3rd or 4th week of the month. Housing starts, 16th of the month. International trade balance, 20th of the month. New home sales, last business day of the month. And retail sales, 13th of the month. And existing home sales, 25th of the month. Coming from National Association of Realtors, okay? So you see that on a monthly basis, these economic calendars are critically important for managers and also for firms to make and develop their strategies, okay, on how they want to compete in the market, how they want to position themselves in the industry, and how they want to provide market supply, or how do they meet the demands from market demand, okay? So economic calendar. Follow through, we also have CPI, Consumer Price Index, Employment Cost Index, Employment Record, Producer Price Index, Production and Costs, Consumer Confidence, Index of Leading Economic Indicators, Initial Claims for Jobless, Consumer Credit, Industrial Production, Money Supply, and Survey of Purchasing Managers, okay, with the different release dates, okay, 13th of the month, and the 1st month of quarter, 1st Friday of the month, 11th, 2nd month of the quarter, last Tuesday of the month, beginning of the month. And the sources, we have Bureau of Labor Statistics, Conference Board, Department of Labor, Federal Reserve Board, Institute for Supply Management, and also with the corresponding websites. Right? So economic calendar is widely available depending on the government agency, and they will have announcements of the upcoming release of economic statistics, okay, which is readily made available for free and for the public to download, and then you can do some studies on it to see how the market expectation with your own research on the statistics and on the data, how does it correspond or help you to formulate your investment strategy and to help you in your investment decision. Okay, and here we have examples of economic calendar, how it looks like. Okay, so here on the day of the announcements, okay, we have 2015 in January. Okay, we have unemployment rates, average working hours, salary per month, CPI, and GDP. Okay, so these will be the statistics coming from the Taiwan government, okay? So the actual unemployment rate as of January 2015 was 3.71%, but before that it was 4.02. So we have a decreasing unemployment rate, which is good news, right? Now the average working hours, the actual is 177.8 hours, but before it was 172.5 hours. Bad news, okay? Because we're working longer, okay? We're working longer, average working hours. Now, how about the salary per month? Okay, now the salary per month as of January 2015, 51,798, but before that we had 87,742. So what does it look like? Okay, we have increasing working hours, decreasing unemployment rate, but we have lower salary, right? Okay, so not looking too good. And we have CPI, Consumer Price Index. Okay, we have 102.29 compared to 103.26. This will indicate our purchasing power is also decreasing. Okay, because of longer work hours and lower salary. Okay, but also we have actually reduced our employment rate. Okay, so we need to find better solutions and better strategies to help with the employment situation. And how about the GDP? GDP increased. Okay, 16,687,855 compared to 16,097,400. Right, so the source. Right. Now, how about for industry analysis? Okay, it will be difficult for industry to perform well when the economy is aligning. It is unusual for a firm in a troubled industry to perform well, definitely. Okay, and we have seen that economic performance can vary widely across countries. Performance can also vary widely across industry. Okay, so for example, how about the airline industry? Okay, we know that the airline industry has been going through some revolutionary changes in terms of organizational structure. In the past, we used to have full service airlines. Okay, that would include entertainment, lunch, VIP services, newspaper on board, and also with meals. Okay, but nowadays we have a new type of airline services. That's what we call a low-cost carrier. That you're only paying for your ticket from point A to point B, and you don't want to pay for any of the extra services on the plane. For example, you don't want to have any drinks. You don't want to have any meals. You don't want to have any newspapers. Okay? So all you want is a very simple, straightforward service that will get you to places. Okay? So this is a very important organizational structural change for the airline industry, and that has actually created new business opportunities and also helped the airline industry to innovate, okay, to break away from the full service with the highly priced tickets to somewhat, very economic and very affordable tickets, and that also increased travel demands, okay, for travelers. And that also helped airline industry to get through or to survive in difficult economic times. Okay. Right. So here the return on equity by industry as of 2012. Let's take a look at the different industries. We have money center banks, heavy construction, electric utilities. Okay, and all the way through we have telecom, pharmaceuticals, healthcare, application software, and restaurants. Okay, so the ROE in 2012, we're looking very good at restaurants. Okay, almost at 30% of the rate of return for the equity. But for money center banks, we only see 6.7. For biotech, it's only at 8.7. Okay, utilities 7.1. Okay. And somewhere in the middle, we have integrated oil and gas. We have telecom services, home improvements, pharmaceuticals, okay? And then later on, we have aerospace, defense, healthcare plants, and chemical products. Okay, so this is a comparison of different industries in terms of the ROE, rate of return of equity by industries. Now, how about the industry stock price performance, okay, as of 2012? Let's take a look. With the same industry, okay? Let's see. We have the highest for home improvement, okay, at 57.3%. If you invest in this industry, okay, the stock price return could go as high, as much as by this. Money center at 22.4. Okay, and restaurants at 29.6. Okay, so restaurants has the same rate of return for the stock price and the return on equity. So the expectation is equivalent. But for some other industries, the expectation on the equity and the actual stock price performance are quite different. Okay, like what we see, the money center banks only had a 6.7 ROE, but the actual stock price performance was Not bad, okay, 22.4%. And we also have heavy construction at 38, and biotech, and also asset management, okay? But if you focus on utilities or if you focus on oil and gas, these are what we call the defensive industries. They're not supposed to have an outstanding or exciting performances in the stock prices, and which is what we see here, okay? In terms of ROE and also in terms of stock price performances, okay, they're actually quite similar, okay, according to what we see here with the statistics. And also all the other industries, and then you can choose whichever industry that would meet your investment goals or investment objectives the best.